Hello friends, welcome back. It's Big Dino Plays Aeon Trespass Odyssey. We're on the glorious cycle 4, the Gardens of Infinite Growth, and we're day 20, we're a quarter of the way through our journey. I assume it's actually 90 days, I haven't looked. Let's go and have a look over here. Timeline. Is it 80 or 90? It's 90. Oh, it's more than 90. It's 95. Wow, okay. But if you're not finished by 95, you're in some real trouble. Anyway, so we're almost a quarter of the way through, hopefully. We've completed the first story card and we're on to story card 2. And it's going fine. I'm enjoying it a lot. As always with this game, the complexity ramps up. Things are always happening and changing. And, you know, I think if I was playing this with another person, I'd probably be getting more enjoyment out of the nuts and bolts of playing the game. You know, the decisions around, oh, which gear do I use and which person do I use? Whereas because there's just so much happening, I tend to just stick with the stuff that I know. But I have brought some different Titans into this one. So we've got Logic Breaker, Shadow Dancer, Dawn Burner, and Game Changer is what we're going to use in our next timeline battle, which will be against a Midas score, which you can see there. However, before we get to that timeline, we have a few days of events to go. So let's just bring this up, shall we? Over here. So we find ourselves all the way down the bottom of the map here. We are looking for, our story card is telling us that we are looking to find the City of Splendor. So when we go to visit a city, we draw a search for Splendor card and follow its instructions. If we don't find the City of Splendor, we place a City of Squalor on it to denote it. And we can also place Glory on here to pay for bribes that will hasten our search. So, as always, looking for Glory. I can never remember if it's called Glory or, you know, what else is called Glory, whatever it is. Did I? Yep. But anyway, here's what we're going to do. We're going to continue our journey. And we are going to start with the timeline step. And I have brought this up so I can just keep my round summary. I put my round summary up. So movement step, we're going to move across here to this particular tile, which is 003. And we've found a Titan, but we've also found something else that I have not seen before. But I don't know what that is yet. So I guess we will not worry about it. There's no city, but there is a Titan. So we'll mark our timeline over to 21, and we shall do our exploration step. We have a Titan. We've hit our limit. Wonderful. All right, the first card we see is 2 Imperial Scroll. We are not denounced, so we will just gain 2 Imperial Scroll. And our second one is String Wish. If you draw this card, nice. Okay, I actually just saw a question in the Discord that I'm going to go and answer now, so I'll stop this, I'll be back shortly. Alright, so we remove String Wish, and the next one is 2 Imperial Scroll, and we are once again not denounced. So that's quite cool. So basically, if you draw this card when you have String Wish, instead of gaining them, you lose those resources and erase a mark. So it's just another version of reaping and sowing things, where we are building in additional stuff. I like it. We don't have an encounter. We have not got an advancement on this one, and so we will go explore here at number 12. Going up, boop. And we have an R and R, but we also have a Doom. So our Argo Fate is quite low. It's 0, so we will absolutely attempt to do a Hope Logic check, which fails. Do we try another one? How many timeline days before we have a battle? 1, 2, 3. Yep. We'll try for another Argo Fate to re-roll that. And we roll a 1, so we fail. So Argo Fate, additional, and we gain a Doom, which is a shame. Puts us at 2 Doom of how many? How many Doom do we need? 2 Doom of 6. Okay. That's all from that step. So we do our exploration step. We get Odysseus's Curse. During the next movement step, move the Argo in a random direction. That sucks. I'll keep that out. Curse Lenders. Gain 1 Babylonian debt. We do. This is awful. Okay, so we gain a Babylonian debt, 1. And then, if you have 3 Babylonian debt, see the Shortages special event. So we will go to the Shortages special event, which is in here. Shortages. The Eternal Empire is putting on the squeeze. The wide stream of supply caravans visiting the Argo is reduced to a mere trickle as the palace cities jack up their prices. Even clean water becomes hard to come by. You have reserves, of course, but you are relying on them more and more. Soon you will be reduced to rationing, and then the Argo will just stop. You need to break the Empire's hold. Okay, so we lose 1 hull and 2. Oh yeah, we need to be decisive. Or we can create healthier. Each Argonaut ooh. Yeah. So what's our diplomacy with the Cloud Thieves at the moment? It is low. So we want to get diplomacy with the Wasters. Okay. So we are going to attempt to create healthier long-term relationships with the people of Persia. Each Argonaut tests courage, will, or wisdom, applying the Waster's diplomacy modifier to the result. So we're getting a +1. We also add +1 if Scheherazade is with us. So we're adding +2 in addition to our courage, will, or wisdom. Courage, will, or wisdom. Let's actually have a look at our courage, will, or wisdom. Argonauts. We're removing that until the next timeline battle. But courage... So Hypatia has 2 courage. Will... Wisdom. All right, yeah, so we can... Hypatia will go. And then courage, will, or wisdom. And that's fury. Yep, so we're looking for a 7 for Amorphos. We're looking for a 5 for Circe Guard. And we're looking for a 6 for Hypatia. So 6 for Hypatia. 10 for Amorphos, delightful. 10 for the next one, 3 successes. Anacreon rolls a 5, but we'll spend a fate to re-roll into a 9. So there you go, 4 successes. How you like me now? So that gives us the following. Subtract 3 Babylonian debt. 1, 2, 3. Amazing. Wasters, diplomacy +1, and we gain a glory. That was a very positive event. And we're gaining glory. So we're at 2. So because we're at 2, that means we can immediately discard one of the cards from the city thing that we're currently doing. If I can find that, these clue cards, here we go. Go over here, pay no attention to this Mitre score stuff that I've set up. But we can discard one of these, so that one's gone. Excellent. So that was Curse Lenders. We've still got our next card. Wrath of the Anemoy. We have to put a sandstorm. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's up. Cool. Great. So another one that's gone. 2 burned out Grace. Excellent. And 2 cursed derelicts. The location that we are on is also going to make that 3 cursed derelict. Wonderful. 2, 3. Okay, so we now need to determine our hub adventure that we find. It's a 9, so we want to get the Salt Road actually. So a 1, come on. Argo Fate to roll into a 1, baby. The Salt Road. I think that's our last one that we need for the Salt Road too. It is. So we shall do leaded ceiling for Salt Road. I'm so excited. All right. What do we get for the leaded ceiling? It is a dream. Okay, so Game Changer, Anacreon has Thrice Curse, which is a dream. Wonderful. Boom. Fear of Heights is a dream. And that's it. Golden domes and tall slender towers glimmer under the desert sun, the opulent cityscape of Passagarde, sumptuous and sprawling, and walled off with a 3-story high bulwark. In its shadow, the slums tell a different tale. Ramshackle adobe houses grow like fungi around the edges of a large canal being built by haggard, emaciated workers, while morose, forearm deprived, carry cart-sized bags full of dirt and rocks. The mortals tell you that what they are doing here is important work. They will be offered affordable housing in the proper city once the moat is completed. With glittering eyes, they speak of being allowed to walk the streets of the Golden Circle like the lofty citizens of the Empire. The deprived, too, work voluntarily, having been promised bestowment, a rejuvenation of their wish-granting powers, which they squandered generations ago. A new start for my tribe, says the one called Niaz, a washing of the shame. A cacophonous boom echoes through the elongated construction yard. Tall stacks of smoke and dust shoot up into the sky. Screams fill the air as a cluster of houses slide into the moat, crushing people and tearing scaffolding, causing a cascade of smaller landslides. You notice shadowy figures fleeing the scene. This was no accident. Do we stay behind to help the workers, allowing the saboteurs to escape? We do get Wasters Diplomacy +1 if we do that. So I think we will do that. C50. Many cry out in terror, dirt-stained hands clawing out towards you from the depths of the shifting mass of timbers broken and stonework of wet earth. Chaos engulfs the wasters. Some rush to help, others flee, others stand in shock, mouths agape, unable to process what is happening, while the deprived keep away, fearful their size and mass will trigger further landslides. Only the one named Niaz acts. He jumps into the thick of it, buries his feet deep, forearms outstretched, holding the tide of debris where the support beams collapsed, a living pillar, the spitting image of Atlas Worldcarrier. Argonauts, he pants. Now, each Argonaut tests courage or endurance. So, we shall test. Each Argonaut may also gain 1 danger and or lose 1 cursed derelict to add +1 to their result. So our situation now, 1, 2, 3, 4, is that we will be testing on a 7+ without adding our courage or endurance. So courage is our first one. Endurance is that one. Courage or endurance. Yeah, so Amorphos, he will do a thingy to re-roll. So he passes. Cersei, she passes. Anacreon, he rolls a 2. So we'll re-roll. He's got like +5 is a pass. And finally, Hypatia, she rolls an 8, which is a pass. 4 passes. You give your all, hauling aside chunks of broken marble and granite with your bare hands, pressing on until you wrest many ragged survivors from the rubble. In the end, your coordinated effort and the prowess of your titans minimize casualties to the dozen or so lost in the initial landslide. Regardless of the result, the accident quickly draws the attention of the local Bablos, who arrives at the scene. We gain a writ, which gets us a Babylonian debt. My good people, this is frankly unacceptable. It puts you at least a month behind schedule. Who will take responsibility? The Bablos' speech does not go well with the crowd, even the usually calm deprived voicing their discontent. You feel a nervous energy in the air, as if something is about to happen. The Bablos won't have any of it. They remind the gathered that unless the construction is finished on time, nobody will be paid. Nobody will get to live in the golden circle of the palace beyond. Nobody will be granted bestowment. You'd think that would be that, the Empire being masters of wielding economic violence, but as the Bablos turns to leave, Niaz shouts, "This is your doing, isn't it? You want to weasel out of the deal." Another throws a stone. We can, if Z1 is marked, it is marked, yes. If you want to choose option 2, you will lose an additional crew. Cool heads should prevail. Calm the people down while forcing the Bablos to make some concessions. Or rile the people up. Diplomacy. Cloud Thieves diplomacy -1. Gain of glory, end of doom. I reckon that is possibly the go. Yep, we will do that, and we're going to take a fate. Argo fate to try and avoid the thing again. And we actually get to do that with a slightly different roll. Let me read that. Oh yeah, you can gain Argo fate to lower the gain of Babylonian debt. Voyager adventure phase. X minus the number of your current doom card. We will... No, we'll just accept a doom. We're not going to take it. I think I don't want to go any higher than 4 at this point in time in case we lose some more. Puts us at 3 and 3. Diplomacy of the Aristotelians is +1. And diplomacy of the Cloud Thieves is -1. It doesn't take much, not at all. In fact, the gentlest breeze of resistance is what it takes to whip the gathered workers into a frenzy. The officials, their personal guards, the guards hidden among the crowd, they are all carried by the mortal flood or die beneath it. The deprived, led by Niaz, take the gates, smashing through them with as much effort as it would cost your Titan. Beyond, a mercenary regiment expects a riding mob, but not their size and certainly not their determination. A vicious battle ensues, one that engulfs neighbouring districts and spreads further like fire, which is not far behind. Each Argonaut gains 1 rage. Rage! Rage! We lose a crew. No, brave crewmen of the Argo. Done. So we go to 57. Is that right? Each Argonaut goes to 57. Each Argonaut, you'd imagine you'd be leading a fragile, fledgling protest against the deeply entrenched seasoned forces of the establishment. How wrong you were. As riots engulf most of the palace city, the mercenary guard either forfeiting positions or being completely overwhelmed by the mass of workers, its rich inhabitants flee like terror. Mayhem reigns. Looting and arson and vigilante justice become rampant. You find yourself the unlikely voice of reason, trying to peacefully quell the now open revolution. Each Argonaut decides to junction with the Titan or go at it on foot. Each Titan makes an attack and then a power roll. Each point of power counts as 1 success. You managed to achieve the impossible. Okay, so we need to get to 4 successes. Fury or endurance? Argonauts. Fury is the skull. Endurance is the other one. Fury. And it's, what's the test? Fury or 8 plus, 7 plus, 6 plus, 5 plus. So we'll junction with 1 Titan, which will be the Dawn Burner. No, we'll actually use the Shadow Dancer. Yeah. Actually, who's got... Yeah, no, it'll be the Dawn Burner. Yep. Yep. Okay, so first Fury test or Endurance test, Cersei 5 is a pass. Anacreon, 1 is a fail, but we will re-roll that 1 into a critical success. Or actually, we don't. No, we'll actually do the power roll first. Scratch all of that. We'll do the power roll first because the other ones are harder. So with the Horizon's Edge, we get 1 hit, which is 1 red, 2 red, and a black. So we got 3 successes. Great. So now we just need to get 1 more success. So now Anacreon, pass, Cersei, fail, and Hypatia, 9. So we'll fate reroll into a... So 4 success. Aristotelians, diplomacy -1, gain 1 glory. Four. Regardless of result, the fighting dies down by nightfall, the palace city under waster and begrudgingly your control. Niaz the deprived, who took the lead during the riots, is nowhere to be found. Some say he rushed after the Bablos to the administrative palace to strong armour bestowment. Having a feeling this night is not yet done, you hastily follow, first to the smouldering palace and then, after a trail of violence, to the basement. Then to a sub-basement and then deeper still. Marble walls concede to a crude, dare you say it, Spartan tunnels until you emerge into a broad cavern made claustrophobic by the many stout, primitive, old Irem stone towers crowding it, leaning into one another like crooked teeth. About the bestowment, starts the Bablos. I may have exaggerated about its potency a bit. This wish mint has been used in the past to bestow Anoimoy power to your kind, but its winds have grown stale and I can't guarantee its effects or your safety. I will also require you to swallow an eternal contract. I know what this is, Bablos, the deprived Niaz spits out angrily. You made monsters here out of my people. This is not what you promised. This is the offer. Take it or leave it. In response, Niaz brings down one of his fists and the Bablos assistant transmogrifies into a wet gold-red stain. Liars. Grant me my bestowment. The Bablos cowers in shock and fear. Not in 1,000 years did they imagine that the usually docile deprived would behave in such a way. You suddenly regret not taking your titans down here with you. Whatever the deprived decides to do, you won't be able to stop him. The Bablos knows this too. I understand you're upset. Another two of the Bablos' entourage share in the fate of their assistant, now mere smears on the wall. Real bestowment, my people's heritage, not your disgusting trips. There is no bestowment, the Bablos screams, all facade of calmness gone now. There is no heritage, you fool. Never was. No lost power. This is your only something. Not true, he mutters, but he looks towards the wish mint. Don't do it. A sole figure remains of the Empire's officials, an alchemist, a former priest of Dionysus. It's not worth it, and you won't be the same. I'm sorry, the Bablos spoke the truth. I can explain everything if you just listen. Gain 1 priest. Cool. If you have 1 priest, tally marks. If you have more reap marks than sow tally marks, you must choose option 1. You have a pretty good idea what this accursed machine does. You have met the Imperial monstrosities. Niaz will lose his humanity, but the power, if he can control it, would make all the difference. We can allow Niaz to claim the power, make a reap tally mark. Or we can dissuade him, we can help his tribe by other means, make a sow tally mark. You've seen many waste their lives. Dissuade Niaz, tell him you can help his tribe by joining your crew. Interesting. Or, see, 60. I am not sure. I think we will invite him to join our crew. What are these things called? No. We'll use the sow tally mark. Dissuade Niaz, make a sow tally mark. Boom. So 4. Gain the unbestowed message card. Secret deck 10, card 182. I have got no idea where I put secret deck. That's 11. That's 14. Where did I put secret deck 10? Here maybe? Secret deck 13. Maybe it is a little one. Secret deck 10, here we go. Secret card 182. Unbestowed message card. Ooh. Okay. I'm not gonna spoil that. That is quite interesting. Remember, we've got that, don't I? Okay, and then we gain another little bit of stuff. You listened. Maybe you'll continue to listen. Young Jinn, there is no such thing as the deprived. What do you mean, old man? I'm right here. Well, yes, what I meant to say was all the Jinn are deprived, in a sense. You're just a people like us mortals. You've never possessed the ability to grant wishes. That's a fabrication. To control and disenfranchise. That is why the Empire perpetuates the lie. To make you feel shame and guilt over your perceived loss. To alienate you from the other peoples of the desert. To make you strive for something unattainable. The Empire is very efficient in reusing its lies and weaving its illusions. No, you're told, by the Empire, the same Empire that first destroyed your homeland and erased your history. Tell me, young Jinn, have you ever met a wish granter? Silence. There it is. You don't know what to say. So many wrongs have been done here, so much stolen. Niaz walks up to the mint, circles it, eyeing it with a disgust and trepidation, as you would a torture device. He notices something, a solitary stalagmite rising among the metal pipes and pinwheels, pearl white, gleaming. Only 1 in 1,000 of your people survives the minting. These are your tears. There is nothing left for any of you here. Niaz collects the stalagmite, a memory of his people's suffering. Before you leave for the upper city, one decision remains. Do we destroy it, which means we gain a diplomacy with the Cloud Thieves, but lose one with the Wasters? Or do we leave the facility intact so more history is not erased? We will leave the facility intact, and we will mark Z4 on our choice matrix, because we don't want this mistake to be made again. And then, because of that choice, we will gain 1 diplomacy with the Wasters, and we will lose 1 diplomacy with the Cloud Thieves. Finally, C63. So then we have to do an army. An army has camped outside the walls. Wow. We will allow the expeditionary force to take over the city and end the strife. And we shall make a conquest tally mark. And we gain 2 Argo Fate. And see, this is why you can't risk going higher. 65. We make a conquest tally mark. That's our second one. And we lose another diplomacy with the Cloud Thieves. We're denounced with the Cloud Thieves, no. But we gained the Salt Blade weapon. Secret deck 11, card 186. Here we go. Secret deck 11, card 186. Oh, it's a big sword and it looks pretty good. It's got spiral, it's got strike back. Oh, it's got rouse as well. Salt Blade. X is equal to the number of sow marks minus reap marks. This is a good weapon. Single-handed too. Let's get it on the Shadow Dancer. It's actually an awesome weapon. 2 black dice, 1 red dice, 1 automatic power, spiral 2, strike back 2, startup 2. What's startup do, I wonder? I don't recall startup. That's a new one. Startup 2. When you're about to attack, if there are no Kratos tokens in the Kratos pool, place X opening and or break tokens. Okay. Fine. Okay. So that's the end of the story phase. Well, we need to see the Wasters being allied with us. I don't know where to find that. It's on this thing here, actually. Always good to keep the paper ones nearby, Deno, so you can refer to it. Diplomacy track. Wasters when allied, see 006. We got there early, and I like that. 006, Wasters Alliance. One day when you are reconnaissance in a bustling bazaar, a Waster walks up to you. You do not know him. Argonauts, we have been told we have nothing, do nothing, and are nothing, and have been treated as such by the might of the Eternal Empire. Yet you have shown kindness to us and asked nothing in return. Such an affront to the law of bargains. That should be rewarded. Follow me. The Waster leads you to the slums, then down through a secret entrance into a Duan shop, down a wide stone staircase, to a city below the city, one of pillars. Much cruder than the towers of Persia, but much more ancient. This is Old Irem. Welcome to the palace of Al-Madab, Argonauts. It isn't much, but it doesn't need to be. Enough is sufficient. The voice belongs to a deprived giant, but unlike one you've ever seen, robed in white silks, with a heavy golden chain on the neck, and horns adorned with beautiful jewelry set with gemstones. They look more like a cloud thief than a worker. Surprised, are you? Yes, I have found success under the law of bargains, though I despise it nonetheless. The deprived prefers you call them a jinn and claims them to be the steward of Al-Madab. The Empire stole our homes and our heritage, and I am buying it back, one piece at a time. With that, they gesture to the expansive collection of art, jewellery, tools and stuff. For the future, my friend here, who I trust with my life, assures me that you are a patron of the downtrodden, a kindred spirit then. These are all heirlooms of my people, not for sale, but I may be inclined to lend them to you for a meagre contribution to our cause. If you will assure me these arms will only be used in the tearing down of this wicked empire. Kindred spirits indeed. If you have the unbestowed message card, you may make one unbestowed tally mark. I do have the unbestowed. We need to add a new one. Unbestowed. And we shall make a tally mark. And then we shall gain the Djinn Fund Hoard Technology card. Djinn Fund Hoard. We've finally finished this story step, by the way. All right, Wasters Alliance. I want to make pretty much all of these now. Liability Flail. Let's see that. Liability Flail. I love new equipment. It's so good. There it is. Liability Flail. Oh my god, it's an amazing weapon. Break 3, commit a Babylonian... Oh no, a Midas token. Oh, that's awesome. Debt Guard. Whoa. Hope 2, Closing 2, Assist 2, Hermes Reflex. What's the other? Liability Flail and Walking Tools. Pole position, black 1, each hit, opening 1, each hit, ascent check 1. Start of battle, gain a Midas token. Gain a dice for each Midas token you have, up to 3. I would like to craft myself a liability flail. Let's see if we can do so. In our cargo hold, do we have 8 Babylonian contraption? We do. Do we have 4 living gold? We have 3, but we will have soon. Do we have 3 old iron fragment? We do. Do we have 3 black tainted step finger? We do. Do we have 2 promised futures carcass? We do. We literally just need 1 living gold and we can craft that. The debt card we can craft right now, 10 Imperial Scroll and 19 Mutable Ambrosia. The debt guard is quite awesome, but the liability flail is mad. What does that symbol mean? There's so many things in this game. Fuck me sideways. All right, let's go to the advancement step. Look, we get a 10,000 days and nights thing, and we get to research one of these technologies. I think we want to research the one that allows us to Persian traders, Persian investigations. Yeah, that's what I want. Negotiation, lose an Argo fate. Sustainable oasis. Yeah, I think we'll go sustainable oasis, which allows us to add the dreamed Taurus. And we need 3 or more so tally marks, which we do have. We gain another one. That's nice. I like that. That goes in there. All right, we're on to the next one. We've got another Argo Fate coming up. Ugh. All right, we're going to the next day. We have to go a random direction. So as long as we're not going to direction, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we really want to see a 7, 8. What did I roll? The re-roll 9, 10. It's a 9. Maybe I should just take 9. Okay, so we're going up. Up's okay. Up's okay. I wasn't planning on going up, but we'll do it. We have found a glory. So that was a random direction. We gain a glory, which takes us to 5, which means we shuffle another one of our clue cards and get rid of it. Off you go. We mark here, we reap an Argo Fate, and goodness me, we're at 7. It's about to be game over in a moment. We've moved to here. We'll do our cards. 2 Imperial Scroll, and we are not denounced. And the weight of obligations. We do not have 3 Babylonian debt. We have 2, so we gain 1. Remove until the next timeline battle. Gain 2 Cursed Derelict. We gain 3 Cursed Derelict. And that is it. We have no other things to do, so we shall move on to a technology, which will be a fist technology. Old Irem Dig. Babylonian Sighting Lunacy. No, we don't have that. Dahaka Phasing. We need Dahaka Sighting, which I think we have, don't we? Hermes move 1. It's fine. I reckon we'll take Old Irem Dig. So yeah, we'll take Old Irem Dig, and that's going to add Curse Resistor and Old Irem Excavation. Curse Resistor and Old Irem Excavation, which are already in there. Great. We do have to reap an Argo Fate. What did I say? We're at 7. Are we at 9? Are we at 8 now? Is that right? Do we have to add another one? We do not. Alright, let's see if we can make this glass armor. What do we need? Glass armor. We can make golden armor. Golden discus buckler. Where is it? Golden armor, golden discus buckler. Oh, range 2 to 4. Okay. Golden armor, some rerolls. It's wish armor. Golden armor, 2 rerolls, 2 reds, plus a Midas token, wish away reduction 1, and knockback reduction 1. And if you have 2, it is wish armor at a cost of 2 Midas tokens. Golden armor. Okay for the moment. The discus is not bad. Block 1. Sunbask, discard 1 Midas token. Okay. So many things, so many things. We're not going to worry about the things. We are instead going to move along to the next day. We're going to move to the left. We found a doom. We'll be taking a doom to go to 4 doom. We have another hub adventure. Our timeline battle. Each Argonaut gains 2 danger. We gain 2 Imperial Scroll. And we gain a glory. And we gain 3 Cursed Derelict. So 2 Imperial Scroll, 3 Cursed Derelict. And all of these are going back in now. Which hub adventure are we going to? We can't go to the salt one. I'm not sure what happens. I think you just miss that one if you can't go to that one. I think you just miss out. We'll say we miss out. Maybe I'll reroll. 9. So we go to equality for all. Okay, the golden mean. It is a fate. So we're doing this and then we're getting straight into a Mitre score battle. Get excited. Okay, so the golden mean is a fate one. So no fate there. Hoarder is fate. That one is a fate as well. Expendable. No and no. Okay. Let us continue to read. We shall read for more hours. All right. Hekatompelos, the city of 100 gates, one of the few imperial cities surrounded by a fortified wall, supposedly left over from a time it was an independent city-state, later absorbed by the Eternal Empire. Here the fabled immortals were trained, the legendary indentured-deprived warriors who make consequent imperial conquest possible. It is for them and their weapons that you have come. The armed mercenary escort of mortals leads you from the city gates to the administrative palace. On your way there, you witness the immortals themselves, hunched colossi in full golden armour, black masked with formidable weapons. As they move through the wide streets, citizens scurry away, ants before the sandal. They inspire fear and awe. Knowing what you can do with a handful of titans, you wonder why the Empire has not squashed the Aristotelians yet. For that matter, why haven't the immortals risen against their masters? If you have the unbestowed message card, which we do, see 001. Nothing owned, everything borrowed. Random Argonaut gains a Nemos node. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cersei a Nemos node. The Beggar and the Prince. Return to the previous paragraph. Are there 3 conquest tally marks? Who let this rabble in? An elderly Bablos in a golden mask wails weakly. Where were the immortals? Guards, stop them! If T5 is marked, don't know. T5 is not marked. You have seen this shtick time and time again. The rich do not listen, while those they tread on need only an excuse. You do not want to see another city consumed by chaos. We will gain a diplomacy with the Cloud Thieves, but we will lose one with the Aristotelians. And we will gain a Babylonian debt, and we will see number 3. You can't build a better world with violence, the party leader says, as you stand by the palace guards. Says the Typhon Master, we did not come here today to spill blood. We'll go willingly. There is an uncomfortable silence. Take them away. You are unsure of what just happened, at least until you leave the administrative process. The city is already abuzz with the rumours of the Justicar's arrest, and people are not happy. The ideals of the Golden Mean, it seems, were seeded in Hekatompelos long ago. The thought occurs to you, has the Justicar got herself imprisoned on purpose to stir the crowds, to push them into action without direct expeditionary force involvement? So, do we want to gain a glory and go 7? Or do we want to gain a crew and convince her to calm the crowds? All right, we will choose to allow the fires of revolution to be lit, and we will gain a glory, which will take us to 7, which is all we needed for this clue card to get discarded. So we now just have to basically visit 2 cities and we will find the city for sure, which is great. We go to 7. The riots start in the slums of the blister, but soon enough it bursts. With all that is remaining, the deprived immortals remain at their post, responding only when directly attacked by reckless rioters who don't and won't ever know better. The Bablos administrators plead for peace, offering various concessions, but the revolting citizens are unwilling to negotiate. You realise at this point, further fighting only weakens the cause, further destruction only makes the situation more dire. But the riots are a self-sustaining beast now, beholden to no one. Aristotelians who want to rein it in end up eaten by it. Innocent bystanders end up consumed by its flames. In the early hours of the evening, as the city burns, the elderly Bablos meets you in the supplicant chamber, meets with a Justicar Tamina with a desperate proposal. The immortals would bring peace within the hour, but the city is bankrupt and cannot pay their wages. If we had the funds... Are you suggesting we pay you? No, buy their contracts from us, some at least. That way you'll be able to command them to stop the riots. Or we will do that with the ones we've left. It's this or the total destruction of Hecatompylos. You realise there is a third option, to deploy your titans to engage with the rioters, but that is not a line you are willing to cross, ever. You are not the Olympians. We don't doubt the immortals can bring a swift peace. Do we allow the Aristotelians to make a deal with the Bablos? Or do we intervene and stop the deal? I think we will allow it to happen. So we lose a diplomacy with the Wasters, which means we can't make that weapon anymore. We gain one with the Cloud Thieves, and we see 15. Come to our senses, have we? Not a moment too soon. Most of the city's value can be still preserved. We are not here to preserve your value. As long as each party achieves its goals, 2/3 of the immortals are yours, Justicar. Do whatever you will. Dissolving the indenture before its due date will result in the rights reverting to the Empire. Peace can finally be brought about. Blah, 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 blah. Gain a Babelian debt. Fuck you. Make a Nicomachean ethics tally mark. And then we have discovered something disturbing after making a Nicomachean ethics tally mark. Justicar Tamina was murdered. Her body lies by the far wall, face down, horrified. It is not the Midas touch that killed her. The curse she contracted, you believe, from a clerk found a few streets over, turned gold while hiding behind a cart. No, she died from multiple scimitar cuts across her stomach and chest, and one through the back. Her assailant or assailants did not get out unscathed. What disturbed your scouts is the inscription on the ball beside the body, hurried, erratic, scrawled in blood. You suspect it now rendered gold. Expedition is a lie. Least likely Argonaut gains the Peddler of Misery card. Cool. And then we gain another glory. So we will actually use that glory on our Argo inward knowledge, because we're already at max. So we're 1 inward knowledge. And that's it. Return to the voyage phase. And now we shall set up, finally, for a battle against the Midas score. I shall return. Okay, let's do it. The showdown. Hiya! So, Shadow Dancer, Dawnburner, Game Changer, Logic Breaker. The Logic Breaker is an interesting one for today because as we face off in this battle, there is a new change, which is amongst the bleach bones. Everything is considered a chasm, except for the iron towers. This will prove to be an absolutely fascinating challenge. What we really need to get is some range weapons. We don't have them though. Mask Nymph. Do we want to use that? So we need this Argo Fate situation resolved. We need to get that out of here. And we also probably need the Dahaka to come along and give us another fight so we can get rid of that. So I think we will actually use our Mask Nymph in this fight to start a fight a bit early. So let's do that. First of all, it is over here. So let's review level 2. When a terrain tile is displaced as a result of Mitre score movement, place a generic token on that tile. So when would it be displaced? Argonauts with the Gold Thirst curse. Do I have a Gold Thirst? I do. The Game Changer has a Gold Thirst curse. Okay, I don't know when I would displace those iron towers. Shifting. Let's go and have a look at shifting, shall we? That may be a terrain keyword that I have missed that actually tells us what happens. If a primordial ends its movement on this terrain tile, displace the tile to the closest empty space. Ah, cool. Okay. So if he lands on a space, he moves them. I've definitely not been doing that. The Iron City is not shifting. Okay. So let's go over here. So what we want to do, we actually want to spend our Argo Cryptex Beta to have a turn. And we're going to use our Hermes grappling hook. I know that's actually a freebie, you don't have to tap it for this one. To do a Hermes move 1, our Game Changer is going to whip over to here. And we are going to use the Visage. Hang on, do I want to do that or do I want to use my Mask Nymph with the Shadow Dancer first? No, we might do it with someone else. So who's got... Oh yeah, Danger Startup 2. What's our current Argonaut situation? Danger 2, so he's got Startup 2, so maybe we will actually use the Dawn Burner first. Yep, so we're not going to do him first, we are going to use the Dawn Burner. And we're going to use our Mask Nymph, which is going to summon the Dahaka. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the board. So we can perform a turn before the first primordial round. And we will go with Startup 2. And we will use our Hermes grappling hook to jump to that hex there. And we will swing with the Horizon's Edge. 1, 2. So because of the Startup 2, we can add an opening and a break into the pool. We will also gain a rage from making our attack. And we will be hitting on +2, looking for a 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. And that's it. 8 and a 6, that's 2 hits. So we'll nip over here. The BP is the Towering Wing. Imperial Impetus can get the heck out of here. It's not a critical. We're looking for 6 in total. So we're 1, 2 reds, 1, 2 blacks with a single break token. The Dawn Burner doesn't have anything else. Startup 2's done. So that's 6. Perfect. So we've done the wound. We now get to add 2 openings, 1, 2, plus a hope, excellent, plus a fire, excellent, and another break token from our weapon. And that's it. So then, Imperial Impetus, but we do have a Wish dodge available to us, a Hermes Reflex, I should say. So we're going to use our Hermes Guard to use a Hermes Reflex. And he's going to jump down here. So So then this guy's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To there, this will move and get displaced to here. All right, so now we can do our game changer. And we can spend 2 fate to do the same thing. 1, 2. Ooh. We do need to do the level up card. This is already just like the best. Like the way that this has changed positioning, because everything's a chasm, so you can't end on a chasm. So you've really got to be mindful. So yeah, we're going to now do the game changer as well. So we can use our Hermes move 2 to leap from here to here, and we're now attacking in the rear with the Visage. So we will do that, attacking in the blind with the Visage. That's a hit. Or gain a rage, spend a fate. And so we will reveal a hardened underbelly. He suffered a wound, so we have to put a increment there, incremental payment. So we have 2 blacks, plus an additional black, plus a red, plus a power. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hope, 8 hope, etc., etc. So the Visage adds a hope. Our friend adds an opening and a break. And then he also can discard that to add an opening or a break. We will choose a break, and then we'll also add a rouse token. So our Mask Nymph allowed us to have a turn, so that person will still have a turn. However, the game changer gains a fatigue token. So that was quite interesting, and now -2 as a result of hitting that hardened underbelly. So we'll go face shield, and we'll go oh, that's tricky. Cataphract. No, we'll actually go the Argo Cryptex because we don't need it anymore. Good, 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 good. Now this buffhead gets another escalation, and he goes next. Oh, and we add another Midas token to incremental payment. Let's have a look. What is he doing? He's doing the right claw swipe. The furthest Titan in front, there is none. The furthest Titan in sight, it is going to be the Logic Breaker. So, the Logic Breaker is going to swing to here. Was a move and attack, wasn't it? Yep. 1, 2, 3. 7, 5, and 3 is nothing. We have no re-rolls available. So it's -1. It's Logic Breaker, yep. So -1. So we'll take a token and we'll put it on the Ember Spear because that does nothing. And then each it deals 3 danger, so it's 9 danger, but we've got the spherical armor, so we'll use that to reduce it by 3. So we go straight to 9. And then we will do a grave trauma, I suppose. That's just a wonderful way to start. 9, yeah. There will be a reckoning. You died horribly. To the deck. There will be a reckoning. You died horribly. Yep, there it is. We then gain the Covetous Condition card on our Logic Breaker. Delightful. And then after attack, Imperial Impetus. Now we do not have a Hermes dodge. So we are going like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to there. We will suffer crash, which means we suffer a danger, which guess what means? It's an oval draw for that person because we have no way to Hermes move them. Hermes dodge, I should say. So we'll be doing an oval draw for our game changer. Our logic breaker. I've had a lot of luck with the logic breaker. And we're also going to Midas token. Oh, you don't need to flip them over, Deno. You just need to roll a dice. Man, this logic breaker has not swung a dice in anger. Let's see if the logic breaker can awaken before it's dead. No, the logic breaker dies. Stupid logic breaker, what are you doing, you idiot? That guy's just cursed for me. I can never get anything happening with the logic breaker. All right, Titan dies, very bad. Let us continue on our wonderful journey. I don't think we can do anything about that. When you're about to die from a judgment test or an oval, do that. No. 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 So he's drawing a Fated Nemos at the end of the game. That's just awful, Deno. That's so bad. All right, well. It's now the start of our turn. So we will go and have a look. So we've got some good tokens in the pool. The Visage is definitely my preferred weapon at this point. But who do we want to go with? Let's use our Salt Blade. Oh, our Dawnburner's actually got an additional rage, which would have been nothing else. I reckon our Dawnburner's probably still our best play. So we're going to use our IREM protocols. No, we're going to use our unexhausted 2 gear cards from Titans. Our grappling hook and our Hermes guard. And the Dawn guy is going to do a Hermes move 2 to go 1, 2 to there. And then we're going to swing with the Horizon's Edge. So we're going to spend, oh, that goes up, that goes up. That into a crit. Come on. Yep. That's wonderful, Deno. Wonderful. What do we get? Crit chance. Each Titan may discard up to 3 Midas tokens. I'm okay with that. All right. Crit chance. Auto break 2. Sorry. No. Let's just roll your dice, Deno. 2 blacks, 2 reds. And we are actually rage 5, so we get an additional red. We're the Dawnburner. That's an awful roll. Awful roll. 1, 2, 3. 4 from the Hope. 5, 6. So we'll re-roll. We are danger 3, so we don't have that. We've got 1 power reroll available. So this is actually our best power reroll. Yeah, so we get there, just barely. All right, so that's a 7, an 8, sorry. So we do a crit. We're not going to discard Midas tokens. We're going to put a level 3 into there. Blech. And we now rebuild the pool. So because it was the Dawn Burner, that weapon gets us 2 breaks on a crit chance. We also get 1 hope. We get 1 fire. We get 1 fire and an opening. And that's good. We got nothing else, so that's it. So now I think what we want to do is go with the game changer, and we're going to use our Irem tower any number of spaces in a straight line. So we're going to put that there, and we're going to leap to there. We might give that game changer a rage too. So he's going to move to rage 4 to attack, which is going to give him another red. It's only on a 1 though, don't I? That's fine. Swing for the fences. No, the game changer can't be the one to do that because already has an attack. So so we won't move that one. We may is that Salt Blade got range? Strike back 2, rouse, crit chance, auto hope 1. Yeah, we're gonna go Salt Blade somehow. How can we get her into position? Stupid logic breaker dying. What an idiot. What an absolute idiot. I'll just turn that down a little bit. It's gone too high for us now. There we go. Okay. So see, I can't move this one to here. I'm pretty sure these only allow us to do moves to the Irem towers, which is a really annoying rule. Hermes move, Deno. Hermes move. I love Hermes moves, by the way. This is like one of the coolest things. Okay, we can actually still do it. Yeah. So we need to tap the Hermes grappling hook. We need to move. Let's move this one to here, and then we'll go jump 1, jump 2, and that will be that tapped, and that will be at cost of a fate. We will gain a rage. We will make an attack with our Salt Blade. It's 2 speed. We're in the blind. Plenty of openings. We'll spend a fate to re-roll that. We do have to commit to that. No. So that's 2 hits on our Shadow Dancer. We get the Muscular Tail. Ooh, perform signature against the attacker. If we wound, which I think we will. 1, 2, 3, 4, plus a break. And there's a rouse token too, isn't there? No, there's not. Oh, that's a bad roll, Deno. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because of the hope. That's saved us by the skin of our teeth. So we're going to use both our fire. We're going to have rouse 1. Boom. We're going to have a closing, which is nice, and we're going to have a break. Strike back 2, start up 2, rouse 1, and auto hope 1. No, that's auto hope, Deno. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is not all that impressive, but we can use that kaleidoscope module. Okay. So now we'll perform signature against the attacker. First thing that's going to happen, going to gain one of those. Going to put a level 2 in here. We're going to move a level 1. Put a level 2 in here. Signature against the attacker. 3 speed. 1, 2, 3. Evading. We've got our Hermes Cape. Evade, evade, evade. Get out of here. Strike back with our Salt Blade. So we chain break his attack. So that stops. We now go straight into an attack with the Salt Blade. Get out of here, you doofus. So we've got closing. So that's 2 hits. We get Spiral 2, I guess. What's our hit on? Hit 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll Spiral 2. What's our fate? Yeah, we don't need to. So we gain a rage. We make an attack. It's not a crit chance. We're going to flip over this bad boy. Oh, we do get to Kaleidoscope module for 2 breaks as well. We're an 8, Midas 3. Golden Harp. I would love to get a Golden Harp. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus that. Well, that's a 9 without any additional things. That's a red hot roll, Deno. Well played. So we're doing Midas 3. That doesn't I don't enjoy that much. 1, 2, 3. Does a wound. Puts a level 3 in here. Done. Puts a level 3 in here. But, and then these are all discarded and he performs signature. Now that strike back when you resolve a primordial attack against you, you may gain X to perform a move and an attack. Treat it as an interrupt if able. I reckon we might do that again. We might do that again. Rouse 1, 1 close, 1 break, another close. And she's treated as 4, so it's another break. Yep, so we're going to gain a fatigue token. And we're going to gain 2 fate to do that. And we'll swing again with the Salt Blade. Hi-ya! So that's 2 hits. So this is going to trigger... so yeah, the signature comes first, Deno. Crit evade. Reroll. Come on, Deno. Oh. Okay, so we don't get a strike back. It's Midas 1. Each hit deals 1 danger. So we'll put on the strike back dagger. So we'll go 1, 1, 2, 3, which takes us to just a minor trauma. Gash. Gain a danger. Shuffle it into, and then do a major trauma. Heroic Death. Is this still the first round? Feign Death. Minor trauma card. I think we chain break with Feign Death. Chain break. Gaining the knockdown, standing up card. Cool. Well, guess what? We're swinging on this idiot with our dagger, with our Salt Blade. Hiya! This is awesome. This is the greatest. 1, 2, 3, 4. What are we on now? We're on rage 5, effectively. So it's 3 black dice, 1 red dice, and an automatic power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What do we got? Level 1. Well. I think that was a crit chance. So again, the Covetous. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that was a crit chance. I'll check. It was not, so we're just doing a wound. We are gaining the Covetous condition card. Boo. And a Midas token. Boo. We'll put it on our Hermes cape at this point. We've done another wound. That's 6 wounds down, which is like quite crazy because we're on turn 1. Oh, get out of here. All right, well, what it is, what it is. So 2 break plus another break, so we get to put 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to do that in the pool because Covetous only lets us put half of those in. And we'll use our Beggar and the Prince to remove a Midas token, which will go here on the incremental payment. It's the Midas's turn. He's had a great start to this game. Wing flap, furthest Titan in front. There isn't one. The furthest Titan in sight. It's the game changer. It's going to move and attack. And we are going to suffer the additional dice. We can not avoid crash on the Dawn Burner. And we don't have a thing that allows us to avoid that. So it's going to be here. This goes there, and this goes there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Each hit deals 3 danger. So we're just going to take 1, 2. Oh, we've got rerolls. 1, 2. We're waiting on a 9. 3, 4. No. Only reroll 3. Well, that's a tragic turn of events. Yep, we use our Feather Cataphract to reduce that by 1, which means we're drawing an Obel on our Game Changer. I think this is going to cause our guy to die, so let's see. Survive! No! Can you awaken? Can you awaken? I said, can you awaken? No! Death to the Game Changer! No! I've got to do 2 Frontlines rolls, don't I? First one, fine. Second one, fine. Game Changer dies, but that's okay because our Dawn Burner is ready to rock. There's literally a 1 on top. I don't want a 1 on top. I want a 3. So she doesn't have an attack this turn because we used her thing. So it's just going to be the Dawn Burner. The Dawn Burner is going to leap to here and have a swing. We don't need to put opening tokens in the pool. So it's the Horizon's Edge, We'll use our Iron Tower to move that to there so we can get a crit chance. 2, we get just a 5. It's going to be Imperial Impetus, that's fine. He's just running away from me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with a rouse. I got to re-roll that one because of closing, so no, didn't help. That's a wound. Need a 5. Imperial Impetus, the guy's going to go 1, 2, 5, 8, over to here. We put a 2. No more 1s left, so we're going to clear a 1. Put a 2. Uh-oh. She's going to sacrifice her movement to unexhaust all her cards. She'll discard another Midas token, which will be off the Kaleidoscope module. That will put another one there and one there. And that is pretty much it. So she loses that. We build the pool for the Dawnburner. And we're effectively at 6. So it's a fire. It's a fire and an opening. It's a hope. It's a fire. And then the weapon itself has 2 openings. We did not get a crit chance, so 2 openings, 4 fire. Oh, and a break because of our lovely crit text. Okay, no rouse. That's pretty much it. Do we want to unexhaust cards on him? No, I think we're fine at the moment. Yep, so it's just going to be this guy with his level 3 card. What does it do? The Grand Crash. Closest Titan in sight, it's the Dawnburner. Remove 8 empty terrain tiles from the battle board. Yeah, so that's no one. Each Titan gains 2 Midas tokens. That sucks. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh. So 1, 2. 1, 2. We're drawing another card. Remove 8. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's fine. None. Airburst 5. None. Turn the Midas score to face a random direction. Draw another card. So it's facing that random direction. Draw another card. Oh, we draw a level 1. Thank goodness. Wing flap. Farthest Titan in front. No, farthest Titan. It is her. Going to go to here. That's going to go to there. And she is going to suffer an attack. She needs to roll shit hot to dodge this. Dodge this. 4 dice on a 9. That's nothing. At this point, she'll probably be best served re-rolling all of those and trying to evade some of the damage. And she fails to do so, which means she suffers enough trauma to also draw an obel. This middle one, you live! You may gain a rage when you are about to draw an obel. Oh, she can actually get extra obels, so that's fine. Airburst 2. Airburst 2 seems really bad in this situation. She does, however, have her Hermes reflex available. So she is absolutely going to be Hermes reflexing away before that happens. Let's just make sure I'm remembering Airburst right. I think that just pushes you back. Airburst. Titans in Zone X suffer knockdown and knockback 1. Yep. We will be Hermes moving away from that. Airburst 2. We'll go to here. So we're fine. That's the end of his turn. And we get to go. So we have a level 3 on top. So our Dawn Burner goes in. We'll go 1, 2. We'll swing with the Horizon's Edge. I've rolled definitely the wrong dice there. It's 2 hits. Hey, why was I re-rolling 2? For some reason there I was thinking that I'm deadly, but I'm not deadly, so I'm going to give myself a fate back, but I am still going to take the crit, because why on earth would we not? Alright, Dawn Burner, 2 black, 3 red, 1, 2 red, 3 red, 2 black, and this is a very big roll. Only 8 seems manageable, for a critical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus a hope. We've done a critical. Create the vantage point, immediately climb it, and gain the Byhorn Lance, Secret Deck 11. So there's like a little bit of dubiousness there, right? Like I saw that card and decided that chasing a critical was better. But at this point, with only 2 Titans left on the board, I'm taking it. And here is our Byhorn Lance. Sunstar Fire 4, that seems nice. Okay, that's a critical on a 3. So let's build the pool, because it's going to be big. So it's 3 fire, 2 breaks, a hope, and he's gone up to 6. So it's another fire. So fire, 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 hope. So there is a lot of tokens in the pool for our Salt Blade to get this job done. So that 3 goes into my selection. This is crazy, by the way. We put another 3 in and we remove a 1 to put 2 3s in. And all we need to do is wound this and we win. We're going to use the Irem Tower protocol to move that into the blind and swing with the Salt Blade, which is going to critically miss, but that's okay because we have a re-roll, which we will take. It's literally the only thing I can roll. Into an 8, that's 2 hits. We would Midas 2, however, we are not going to Midas 2 because we are just going to flick an 8 and that will be fine. We are rolling 1, 2 blacks, plus a black, plus a red, plus another red because we are at 6. Are we going to rage from our thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with a hope. It's done. It's done. I cannot wait to play that fight again. I'm sure I made some mistakes in that one because that's the first time I've had to contemplate the Irem Tower shifting and that guy moving around. We definitely need more Hermes reflex. We definitely need a better approach to a few things there. But that fight was unbelievable. That is such a great fight. Having to use the Irem Towers to move around Incredible, incredible. I loved it. We're going to grab ourselves some resources. So we've got 3 of those and only 1 of the living gold that we needed. All right, so we lose 3 Argo Fate. 1, 2, 3. We needed that. We reset Triskelions. We needed that. We gain the little Dahaka comes chasing us a little bit further because we did a critical on a level 3 and gained a new gear card, which always gives you 1. Yep, Byhorn Lance. And then our cargo hold. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those, which means we gain 14 mutable ambrosia. And then living gold we gain 2. Cursed bloat sack we gain 6. And I can't wait to play that one again. I cannot wait to play that fight again. All right, friends. Well, as we mark off our timeline, we are at the end of day 25. We've lost our logic breaker and our game changer. We're not going to replace them. We're going to let them pass off slowly into the night, and we will find ourselves back in another episode soon, where we will continue to find hopefully some cities where we can use some of our city stuff to get rid of some of our Babelian debt, some of our Argo Fate maybe. That'd all be nice. How do we lose Argo Fate? Oh yeah, at a sustainable oasis we can lose an Argo Fate. Lose two Babelian debt. Yep, we're gonna make a logic breaker come in our thingy phase, which will happen in like 9 days. And I think we can do the same with a game changer. Somehow we can make a game changer, I think. We just need to... Yeah. All right, friends, that's going to do us. I hope you're enjoying. I will catch you in the next episode. Big time.